So what's up, everybody? I'm back. Sorry about the wet hair. I just got out of the shower a little while ago. But Meatball and me are back. We're going to be doing something fun today. Been working on a variant of Soul Sisters in Modern. It's one of my favorite archetypes. But I saw some room for improvement. I played this deck about 4 years ago, and I remembered it being Orzhov. But yet all the builds now are just mono white. And I was like, wait, why did we go Orzhov back in the day? What's some good reasoning for that? And then I started looking through my black cards that were modern legal, and I was like, wait, I can't think of any really good decks that are using Bitter Blossom right now, and it's like one of my favorite cards. So I thought maybe I can integrate that into the deck. So before I get to the deck, just a little reminder, if you guys want to join the chat, use the Discord link down here. That'll get you set up to where you will receive notifications before I go live. That way you won't have to miss a stream since I'm a little bit erratic. My apologies, I blame the autism. And then I've got a Patreon set up down here. Probably should have had this pulled up before I started streaming, but I wasn't thinking about it. Make sure my link works. Can I just not spell? Is that what it is? There we go. So yeah. Oh God, gotta make you do everything. Jeez. Oh my God. You know, it's like I almost didn't make an account and they just forgot I was here. Hey, look at that. Okay, so I've got a Patreon up. Haven't got anyone yet. This is brand new, so you can be the first one. So I've got 3 tiers down here. So we got Friends of Meatball. So you get to pay for food for Meatball. Girl needs to eat. And you get access to a private Discord chat. I will share my deck list early for everyone in there. It's also a nice free place to chat with other EDH players, a little more casual. So that's what you get for $2 a month. For $5 a month, you can be a friend of Zoidberg. He's asleep on the couch with Rachel right now. He needs his sweaters paid for. Feel free to help out with that. So for $5 a month, you get into another Discord level, which lets you help me with my upcoming decks. You get to see them a little early. I may ask for feedback. Then we get into Friends of Hannah. As you guys know, Hannah's my favorite commander. So that supports my very expensive Magic habit. It's $10 a month. And you get to play in EDH games with me. Once per month, it guarantees you a game. We can play casual, we can play competitive. Hell, you can request to play against one of my decks. I've got over 100. So that's what you get for all the Patreon levels. So yeah, definitely check that out if you get a chance. I would really appreciate it. I could totally use a few extra bucks to pay for my singles. Ravnica was not a cheap set. So let's take a look at the deck. As always, I've got it up on Tapped Out. As you can see on the little scrolling thingy underneath me, there's a link to my Tapped Out account. It's just Skye Spider, like everywhere. And then I've got the whole deck list up here. Even made sure everything is masterpiece. Let's take a more visual look at it here. So we only have one black card in the deck, and it's the Bitter Blossoms. Sorry, they don't all match. I don't care about my cards matching usually, except for lands. So we don't really have to commit much to black mana here. I've got the 4 Godless Shrines, and I've got 1 Isolated Chapel. Then I've got 4 white fetch lands to go after them, and 12 plains. That gives us 21 lands. Figure it's a little generous because I want to make sure I get that extra color. Then what we're looking to do is drop Martyr of Sands on turn 1 or 2 if we can. Gain about 10 life off of it. So we can drop a 1 mana 6/6 flying lifelink. Once this thing swings and hits, we usually have the game wrapped up. It's very, very hard to come back from a pumped up Sarah's Ascendant. We have the Soul Sisters, of course, Soul Warden, Soul's Attendant. I'm only running 3 Auric Champions just because they're expensive as hell. I probably am going to be upping that to a 4th soon. I haven't decided what I'm taking out. It might be one of the Honor of the Pures. Because with the Bitter Blossoms, these aren't as good as in the traditional build. They're still really good value, though, so I still left 2 of them in here. We've got the Ajani's Pride Mates. I've seen these guys get up to 20 to 50 power in a game. They don't have trample, but they plow through any blockers my opponents have. I've been seeing a lot of Hornet Queens lately, so I've been having a little bit of trouble getting around those. But the trick for those is Archangel of Thune. Every time we gain life, all our creatures get +1/+1 counters. Every Soul Warden and Soul's Attendant and Auric Champion triggers separately. So when Bitter Blossom goes off, we gain life 3, 4, 5 times. Everything gets +5/+5. So once we get this on the battlefield, our Soul Wardens can become like 12/12s. And it doesn't matter what they're able to block with that touch. They're going to be taking lethal from just a single swing. We've got Ranger of Eos in here to refill hand. Elspeth is another good token generator. If you can defend her with Bitter Blossom giving us flying blockers, you can usually get to her emblem. Spectral Procession, just another really good token creator. Sideboard I'm still working on. I've got 4 Eerie Interludes because our worst matchup is blue-white control. And this will save our board from board wipes. This also re-triggers all of the Soul Warden type abilities when they re-enter, so it'll give us some extra life. We've got the typical Stony Silence, Rest in Peace, Kataki. I've got Return to the Ranks because pretty much all my creatures can be returned with it. It's pretty good if you're playing a grindy matchup or Burn or something like that, although Burn's one of our better matchups. And then I've got 3 Path to Exile in case we go up against stuff we really do need to remove, like say a Grizzlebrand or something like that. So that's what I'm looking at with the build. As I said, Ravnica was a little expensive, so we're just going to be doing queues here. I'm not really looking to drop $10 or so on a tournament, so I'm just going to be using play points today. So we're going to do a couple games on stream. I might break these up in videos, so if I jump off and jump back on, that's what I'm doing, because I hate editing. Editing software is expensive, it's time consuming, whatever. Okay. I won the die roll, so let's go first. Let's be polite over here. Always wish people luck. Okay, I've got 2 Soul Sisters, I've got a Pride Mate, I've got 2 land, and I've got Rangers of Eos. I will keep this. It's a very good way to lead. I'm not going to let them know I have black until I have to. The less they know about the deck, the better, because Bitter Blossom really catches people off guard. Ooh, we've got Merfolk. Merfolk is a pretty good matchup for me, I think. Feels weird beating up on one of my own archetypes, though, because I do play Merfolk from time to time. So now when I play this Pride Mate, I'm going to gain a life off the Soul Warden, which buffs it up to a 3/3 right off the bat. And I hate having to do all these trigger setups, but it's much easier if I set it up like that. Mistcaller is absolutely no threat to me. I don't have like Collected Company or anything like that that it is in decks for. But yeah, I love this card in my Merfolk deck. Let's see, Silvergill Adept, yep. It's interesting to play against a deck like this since I know the ins and outs of it. I'm used to playing up against decks that I don't own and have never played. So I kind of had to play against them over and over again to learn how they work. This deck I've already played myself. Oh, this is going to be a good turn. Okay, so I've already got my black mana. They do have Spreading Seas. I think I'm going to get a second Godless Shrine. This is where it pays to know the deck you're playing against. Let's get my other foil one. Paying the life for these things is no big deal. We're going to be gaining all of it back. I've had games where I hit over 100 life pretty easily. So now we're starting to get into the exponential curve on the life gain. Because we have 2 Soul Wardens, so every time we play a creature, we gain 2 life. Both the Ajani's Pride Mates are going to stack the counters. You'll see why I set these up automatically. Because every life gain is going to trigger both of them, and you have to say yes to each of them. Just a pain in the butt. So I've already got a 7/7 on turn 3, and a 4/4. These Pride Mates are bonkers. It's probably going to throw the Mist Caller in the way, I'm guessing. Oh no, the Silvergill, okay. They're not willing to trust that I don't have Collected Company or Graveyard Shenanigans. It's probably a smart play. I kind of dig these islands they're using. It's pretty artwork. Okay, we got our first Lord. Which pumps up all my creatures too. Thank you for the +2/+2. See, they get +1/+1 an island walk, I get +2/+2. And I got my first Blossom. Let's wait till after combat to reveal that. I'm going to swing for 15 here. God, I love this archetype. This is seriously my favorite deck in Modern. I don't know why it took me so long to start playing it again. I think it's been about 4 years since I last played it. So they're going to take the 6. So that's good. And they're tapped out. I know they don't run Daze. I don't even know if Daze is legal in Modern. I don't think I've ever seen it played. But yeah, I don't have to worry about counter magic right now. Don't have to worry about some weird oddball card being flashed in off the Aether Vial. So we will just drop our Blossom and make them seriously nervous. Merfolk runs 4 Deprives in the sideboard. Thank you, Nikachumtg, for teaching me everything I know about Merfolk. So I'm not too worried about Counterspell, still game 2. I think they play 2 Spell Pierces sometimes. But that's all I can think of in the main deck. I wonder if this one's running Peak yet. Ooh, Master of Waves is a thing. This is going to give them a lot of blockers, but it's also going to make my creatures ginormous. Uh-oh, what are we putting into play? I auto-react to a lot of these abilities because my deck doesn't have a ton of reaction. I think all my reaction is just the sideboard stuff. Oh, we have another Mistcaller, okay. So Master of Waves is going to generate 4, I think. So that's another 8 power on my side. I hate that it makes me stack these when they're essentially all identical. So yeah, look at this. I'm already up to 21 power on my Pride Mate. Granted, they've got 4 blockers they can throw at it, but we're about to get 2 bigger here. So the drawback to Bitter Blossom is paying that 1 life, but with my sisters out here, I actually gain a life here, and my creatures get bigger. So we're going to gain some more life, because we are going to go fishing. I have to pay 1 more. Why do I have to pay 1? Oh, it's a 4-cost card. Derp. Sorry, brain fart moment on camera. Have to say yes to the Ranger. And we are going to get a Sarah's Ascendant and a Sarah Ascendant. Gain 2 life, so we get bigger Pride Mates. I'm not too worried about any crackbacks with this deck. My life total is always going to stay pretty damn high. I've had people swing at me for like 70 and not kill me. So yep, 2 elementals thrown in front. That's not a big deal. So I think I'm going to put in Path to Exiles when I sideboard, specifically for Master of Waves, so that way I can eat up all the tokens. The rest of the stuff doesn't really concern me. So we're up to 27 power now. You can see how this deck just kind of like goes bonkers. Pretty soon I'll have a pair of 6/6 flying lifelinkers. This is bonkers, isn't it, Meatball? Oh, you gonna try and swing at me? Okay. I don't mind. I kind of use the fairy tokens as just chump blockers, because they can block basically anything. Do I even need to worry about this damage? Yeah, I'll block one of them. Ooh, what are we vialing in? Copying the Master of Waves. Nice. You've been watching Nikachumtg. You've definitely been watching Nikachumtg. So here's where I gain like 70 life. I don't know if they thought their cunning plan all the way through. Come on, stack all abilities. I wish I could stack these automatically, but the stack automatically button doesn't work. All the Pride Mate triggers. How big are we now? 43. Wish I knew of some way in mono white to give things unblockable cheaply, other than just giving them protection from color. Oh my god. Okay. This is pretty awesome. I feel bad for the Merfolk player. So I don't even need to attack with the Pride Mates anymore. We're just going to swing over the top with Ascendants. See, they don't know about the third one yet. We took 2 different arts. See, playing with different arts isn't a big deal if you can keep track of what cards you've revealed. So there's a chance they might concede here because they are going to be dead on my next turn. Because that's 18 damage in the air. God, 51 power. Sitting at 60 life, I think I am absolutely fine. Yep, let's do some sideboard. So I said I want Path to Exile, I know that. A lot of people put in Stony Silence against Merfolk, but in a lot of matches they will sideboard out that Aether Vial. I wouldn't mind Nikachumtg though, because he's an extra creature, he's some life gain. I need 2 more cards out. I don't think I'm going to get to Elspeth against Merfolk. I'm thinking a Martyr of Sands. Yeah, I'm going to take out a Martyr. Alrighty, game 2. Okay, this hand looks really good, but it's not. Like, I've got all the cards I need, and they cost like 1 or 2 mana, but I don't want to have just a single win, especially against Merfolk. Okay, well, I don't have the black mana yet for the Bitter Blossom. I like this hand a lot. I've got removal, I've got a Soulless Ascendant, I've got an answer to a turn 1 Aether Vial if they do play it. If I can tie up their mana on the Aether Vial, we do not want that yet. That's interesting. Are they tropical and we just didn't see the other color? What the hell? That's a very, very weird card to have in their deck. Unless it's just to avoid choke. I don't know, that's all I can think of. So no early Aether Vial. Probably Silvergill here. Yep. Lord of Atlantis revealed. Should have done that last game, but whatever. Always yes, always yield. I'm going to always yield to Silvergill because they've got 4 in the deck. Okay, I got a Martyr of Sands. It gained me a total of 10 life. Let's go for it. I'll use it to block the Silvergill when they swing in, and then sack it for the life gain. Oh boy, the kitties heard food. I just had a hairless little gremlin run underneath me. Okay, Silvergill attacks. I'll block. Blocker snap. Pay 1. They get to see basically your whole hand here, but I'll trade 10 life for that. Technically 12 because I'm blocking that. I'm counting the 1 off the Soul's Ascendant in case the math is weird. So this puts me up to 31, I believe. Yep. I think like Merfolk and Burn might be my 2 best matches. Counting like humans and what is it, spirits in there as well, because they're basically glorified Merfolk decks in a lot of ways. Tectonic Edge. It's only non-basic, yeah. So yeah, if I play a non-basic, I could still get Bitter Blossom out easy. Oh hey, they left him in. And I've got a Godless Shrine. Do I want that untapped? Yeah, I want to cast the Bitter Blossom. Well, no, I think I'd rather cast Nikachumtg. Let's cast Nikachumtg. They can block with Mutavault, so I don't want to swing in this turn. Let's play a tapped Shrine. Life may not be a big deal to me, but I'd still like to conserve what I can. Because now I can still take a hit from a Silvergill and play a Sarah's Ascendant if I draw it. Why are there 2 of those? Oh, because of the Nikachumtg. Okay, they want to keep it. I am perfectly happy to tie up a land every turn. They are drawing a lot of colorless. Holy hell. That is not good. Merfolk needs double blue. So while I'm sitting here on the slow draw, they're even slower, I think. At least I've got the Blossom coming in now. I'm just going to take this too. Surprised they didn't attack with Mutavaults. Go with the Primate or the Bitter Blossom? I think I go for the Primate so I have a good blocker. I'm tapping the Shrine first just in case they have a way to strip or Spreading Seas me. because I'm pretty sure that's the land they're going to target. So I'd like to keep it wide open for Path to Exile, just in case I see a Master of Waves. Still not swinging because of the Mutavault. So tapping that one Mutavault is kind of a big deal. This guy could not deal with a double block from 2 Mutavaults. Oh, they're not attacking with the Silvergill anyway. The Aether Vial is probably going to pop out that Lord of Atlantis at the end of my turn. Another Pridemate. Let's go for it. We saw what these guys do last game when they're in pairs. So now I've got a 4/4. It still dies to a double block, so I'm going to wait a turn still. Because I don't want to have to path a Mutavault or a Silvergill, because they'll just get an island and that'll actually help them out. So yeah, once again, we are not attacking this turn. Hopefully next turn I don't draw something that makes me not want to cast Bitter Blossom again, because I really want to get that out. God, I was playing a game last night where I got 3 Bitter Blossoms on the table with 3 Soul Sisters. So every turn I was gaining 6 life and getting 3 flyers. Yep. What you got? There he is. Thanks for the buffs. Always happy for your creatures to buff my creatures. I'm sorry, Merfolk, I feel horrible. You're normally my jam. So by them going up to 3, there's no Merfolk that costs 3 that anyone plays. That going up to 3 is signaling that they've got Master of Waves and they want to drop it next turn. So I'll get to use the Path to Exile soon. I'm not sure what they're going to do about the Pridemates coming their way. Actually, I don't even know if I can swing with them yet. Oh, hard cast. Okay. Now I might be able to swing. Now I'm definitely going to be able to swing. And I will be killing that Master at the end of their turn. It gives them the island, but they're down to 3 cards in their hand anyway. This gets rid of all the tokens. Gives me a nice clean swing. Probably going to block with those 2. So when I fetch out a land, they're able to use a Tectonic Edge against me. But I need to get to 5 at some point. I can cast that after combat. Let's swing first, see where they block. Yeah, this isn't going to buff my creatures right now. So do I want to use this one? Yeah, they got enough lands now. Why not? This way I am swinging for lethal. They're screwed if they don't block something. So we're getting rid of at least the Silvergill, probably the Lord of Atlantis. No, they're going to take 11. Wow. That's brave. I see a Zoidberg. He's not very good when I have the microphone cable attached. You know what? I'm going to hold the land. I don't want to give them an option to use the Tectonic Edge. They're going to play another Master of Waves. Because they wouldn't have put the vial up if they only had the one. I bet they're going to wait to flash it in when I attack. At which point they get 3 tokens, which can do a total of 8 damage. No, just 6 damage. Oh, they want to peek. Okay. They have been watching Nikachumtg. I approve. Figure I'll let him in on the fact that I'm privy to how the deck functions. So yeah, they knew I didn't have another Path to Exile in hand. So they're able to get 5 because of the Master. Always yield. If I play that, they're going to be able to do the thing. Don't want to be edged. Really want to get that angel out. Let's get another Godless Shrine. That way if they tech edge me, at least I've still got my black. You can come into play tap this turn, I don't mind it. And I'm showing the card that they already saw with the peak. They don't know what this card is, so they're going to play around it like that's a Path to Exile. Apparently their sideboard is all islands. That's too funny. They're still working on their deck. Okay, so what do we got here? We got 10 power, 14, 17. Okay, so they can kill either one of these, but they would be getting one-sided board wiped if they did. Just swing with both. I think I just swing with both. They're either going to lose 2 elementals, or they're going to try and take down one of the Pridemates, at which point I get a full board wipe. I don't think they're going to take them down, like try and take them down, because they'd lose their Master of Waves, which costs them all the elementals. Yeah, it would be a very one-sided board wipe. They'd lose absolutely everything. So yeah, I'm just going to eat through 2 elementals, probably. And if they don't edge me and kill one of my shrines, that gives me 5 mana for the Archangel of Thune on my turn, which just makes the Fairy Rogues very scary. Oh, we are getting edged. So no Archangel next turn. At least they were polite and left the foil on. I was so excited when I saw they had these and they were at the same price as the non-foil today. Been waiting to pick up the other 3 for my playset. I think this is one of my favorite of the Expedition lands because it's Kozilek's Shrine. Oh, I'm getting Seed. Okay. I see what you did there. I can't help but wonder if Nikachumtg has heard that joke before. Or made that joke. So now they've got Island Walk against me, but it doesn't really matter because I'm at 44 and they're at 9. If they swing in, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble once those elementals run out. So yeah, they're going to try and hit me for a bunch here. Just a reminder that Mutavault gets buffed by Master of Waves because it's also an elemental. So what is this? 6, 10, 15? That's not bad. Puts me down to 29. At least now I can be confident they're not going to use the tech edge on that. So I can get up to 5. Yeah, so next turn I can cast my Archangel. They lost their Aether Vial, so I don't mind attacking with Kataki now. Yeah, let's swing with everything but the Soul's Attendant. Uh-oh, Merfolk Trickster. Out of nowhere. Hitting, yep, the big Pride Mate. God, Trickster is so good. I love that card. Still a 1919. Oh, so we have a 4-4 on the table now. Kataki doesn't swing. There's a chance I could be in trouble here. Let's see where this goes. So they just bought themselves an entire another turn off that Trickster. Not bad. When you're doing math here, remember that Martyr of the Sands on turn 2. Because I've got about 10 life more than I would normally have. So I'm not too worried about surviving this turn. It's next turn that I start to worry. As long as they don't get me to 1 where my Bitter Blossom will kill me before I can gain the life. So they're doing combat math. Should probably do it too. 13, 18, 22. No, just 18. That's got Summoning Sickness. So yeah, they can get me in 2 swings, hypothetically. There's nothing clear about how much life I'll be able to gain. Oh, and they've got the Mutavaults. I forgot to factor those in. Of which they can animate both. 3, 4, so there are 6 6s. They can get me to 1, at which point Bitter Blossom would kill me. Let's see if they do it. I don't know if they realize that or not. Some people think with the Soul's Ascendant on the table that I survive Bitter Blossom no matter what. Nope, your life does not go on the stack anymore. Or death doesn't go on the stack anyway. So not swinging with Mutavault. I am okay with this. You guys are going to love what I can do with Archangel of Thune here in a second. Unless I've miscounted. Oh, are they going to strip out the shrine anyway? Because they know the Thune is there? Oh, good play. Very good play. The power of Peak. Damn, I really, really wish that had been a Path to Exile. But on the good side, I can block now until they get another Spreading Seas. I've got some killer fucking blockers. Okay, so I need to block 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to be able to block 9 things. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These I'm not too worried about. That's only 4. I can send 2 fairies over. Comfortable sending 2 fairies over. This is why I like having Bitter Blossom in this deck. The evasion on those tokens is really powerful. That's game. That hurts bad. I have not seen a Merfolk deck run this in forever. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I'm going to wait and see if I'm able to block enough here. I don't think I am, but let's give it a shot. Gotta watch out for Echoing Truth. The card is powerful. My opponent says rawr. As I said, I'm pretty sure I'm just dead, but you can't give up that easily, folks. Sometimes you miscount your math. It's always best to just try. So, do I want to change anything in here? I don't think Nikachumtg did anything. I'm going to take him out. Do I want the Martyr of Sands back, or do I want something else? I'm going to put in an Eerie Interlude, actually. In case I see the Echoing Truth again. Again, decent looking hand, but you can't make it on one land. Blah. The fuck is that? Okay, this is something. So I actually had a bunch of games last night where I didn't draw any Soul Sisters out of the 12 in the deck. Well then, I thought you said your sideboard was all islands. Fucking gut shot. Who do you think you are? A red deck. Watch me like never see a Soul Sister after dropping this Bitter Blossom. That'll cost me the game. That'd be funny. Did they keep the hand for the one gut shot? Or did they just accidentally skip their turn? Hey, now we're good. Should have tapped the shrine. I don't like games where someone gets land screwed. I hope they draw land. There's a good chance they just accidentally skip their turn. It happens. Sometimes you hit a button on your keyboard. Damn sure know I've done it in EDH games. What you got? Silvergill? Always at the Silvergill. Master of the Pearl Trident. Surprised Silvergill was such a thought process over there. It's usually the easiest play. Turn 2 Silvergill. Or were they debating a Spreading Seas? That could be what they were doing. No gut shot on that one. So now I'm in a position to start gaining life off Bitter Blossom. Bitter Sisters. Love it. Okay, so they're stuck on 2 land, it's starting to look like. I mean, I'm stuck on 2 lands, so I can't say anything. At least they got 2 islands this time. Oh yeah, all the life gain. Made the right choice that time. I know it's not a 6/6 yet, but it'll get there. Plus, if I get an opening, it's got lifelink itself. It's more than likely the same one revealed twice. Wow, did that come through on my mic? That was a big one.
I don't know. Whoops.
You're adorable, don't worry about it.
I'm sorry.
My wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Sexy.
Oh, so sexy. This is what lesbians do when we're alone with each other. We lounge on the couch. We burp and fart. We eat frosting out of the cup. Salt and vinegar chips. It's how we roll. If I can win this game just off the fairy tokens, that'd be amazing. Fairies beaten up on Merfolk. It's a long, grindy one, too. Kind of sad looking at only 2 lands with double Archangel in hand. If they peek, they're going to know they're in good shape over there. So they have 4 land now. Lord of Atlantis. Should play the Master of the Pearl Trident first, since you've already revealed it. There we go. So I just need to gain 1 more life, which I will when I get my token. And Sarah's Ascendant gets scary. This is a conundrum. So I want my Sarah's Ascendant to take off. think I'm going to have to pass the other one. It'll put me in a really good position. Not my ideal choice of something to hit Path to Exile on, but anything that gets your Sarah's Ascendant airborne. I can hear them cursing at the screen now when they realize this becomes a 6-6. Oh yeah. Ooh, and a land. So this should now comfortably keep me over 30. I'm going to keep 2 back for blocking. Too lazy to do the math right now, but I don't know, makes sense in my head. Let's go get another shrine. We'll need a tapped one. Like, taking out my shrines is not the biggest deal. I only run the 4 black cards. Yep, called it. So I only run 4 black cards. It's not game ending. The only thing they're really getting off that seas is Island Walk. Oh, we got the win. So yeah, there you go. They saw the inevitable from the Sarah's Ascendant. Those things, Sarah's Ascendant's terrifying. If it hits once, it's usually game over. So that's the power of Soul Sisters. I'm going to play a few more games, but I'm going to jump on and offline to break up my videos. I can talk good. That's why I do this. Hopefully you guys like this. Just a reminder, all the info is down below. mtgdecktext.com. I write for that website now. You can find my music all over the internet. Its name's The Eternal. Skye Spider pretty much everywhere else. You can find the deck list up on Tapped Out. And please go visit my Patreon. I could use a few bucks. And I know Meatball can too. She's walking around for your amusement now. Kind of. Sort of. Maybe not anymore. She's lazy. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.